Good day, everyone. So, last time we talked about social group work. We defined what is social group work, we defined what is a group, and we discussed the historical evolution of group work. So, today we will talk about philosophical foundation of social group work. So, this discussion will include the following: philosophy, values and assumption, principles, and code of ethics. But in these slides, I did not include the code of ethics. So it'll be on next discussion. So first, let's talk about philosophy. So philosophy is kind of thinking, thought, or approach to a certain situation. So when we say philosophy, sa Bisaya pa, filosofiya, sa Tagalog, filosofiya. So, uri ng pag-iisip. So, pero dili na siya tong buang-buang ha. So, uri ng pag-iisip. Kumbaga, we view a situation in different ways. We have different opinions or thought in a certain situation. For example, government's action against COVID-19. So, some of us may say, very good kaayo, enough, fulfilling. Some of us may say, okay lang, chokes lang, or in moderate. Some of us will say, wala gyud klaro, may pulos. So, that's an example. We view a situation in different ways. We have different opinions and thoughts. That's why clashes between two or more person because of their philosophies are actually existing, especially nowadays in social medias. They divide themselves saying they are DDS and Dilawan, and some of them are also at the middle. They do not support both parties. So that is kumbaga philosophy. And another, as social workers, we have this philosophy. So we have philosophies. So what is the philosophy of social group work? So in social group work, we have this philosophy. So this is according to Agrinilda Nilmida Miklat. So Agrinilda Nilmida Miklat is one of our local authors, social work authors. She wrote some of her books are about community organization and of course group work. So Nilmida Miklat, some of her examples are barangays from Jansan like Baluan. So according to the source, social group work, or the social workers or group workers, we have this belief that the need for group experience is basic and universal. So need for group experience. So the same with individuals can be helped to grow and change in personality attitudes through group experiences. So we need experiences from group. So for example, experiences from our peers or our friends. They have these experiences which can be helpful to us. Karing naagyoy matabang ang ilang experiences sa ato right? Like for example, handling a situation or handling a problem, stress, so mga nga na, because some of them might naagian na nila and overcome nila. That's why they are sharing their experiences about it. on how can we kumbaga overcome those situations. And of course in kumbaga in group work, there are situations na even kita social workers maglisod taog kumbaga relate sa atong sarili, maglisod taog hatag og sympathy or empathy, maglisod taog kumbaga imagine this situation kung we are only helping kumbaga individual. So na situations na nga na. So what is the importance of group experience? So for example, battered wife imong client. So in a community na po yung mga different kumbaga for example sa inyong barangay daghan og victims of battery or battered wife, battered wife sa inyo ha. So instead of helping them, tapos ikaw as social worker, for example wala jud kay uyab, dili pug ka minyo or minyo man ka pero ever since wala ka napasakitan sa imong bana, ay nga na karang maglisod kag relate sa ilang situation, right? So maglisod kag relate sa ilang situation. So what we do, we use group experience. Kumbaga na may something we can offer to our client as kumbaga silahang comfort, but it's different pag ihapon kung ang iyahang kadil is kumbaga with the same kumbaga experience. For example, battered wife nga first time lang karang dugay na gid siya gidabunog siyang bana, may na siya kumbaga murag nasanay na. Then ang isa pod bag-o lang naka-experience. So ang ibang members, they can share how to handle it. They can share kumbaga their experiences, how they overcome, which is also helpful to each members. Kumbaga they are learning from each experiences. So and of course personality, attitudes and values. So in a group we have this kumbaga we have these clients or members na may iba-iba man gud na silang personality, may iba-ibang behaviors, maybe caused by the situation. So caused by the situation they are dealing with. So each members this kumbaga they can help each other to kumbaga shape each member's personality, behavior. So and of course we social workers, we also have this kumbaga target behavior sa ato ang group members, because if we kumbaga pasagdan na nato ilang behavior, the group won't make any progress. So there must be change. So nagani diri sa baba that groups are dynamic, ever changing and must be accepted by the social worker and all of its level of development. So ang bird so kumbaga she is saying na there must be change in a group. Kumbaga the group must not be stagnant in one situation. If naay mga dapat i-change nga behavior, then it must be changed kay it will affect the growth and development of the group. And of course without change, then possible wala gyud na siya progress nga group. So for example, mga maot og personality o behavior, mga batasan, like na mga batasan nga karing manya na habits, bahala na, harang katamaran, tapos time management. So negative Filipino values. So we have to change those values, personalities. We have to change. Kaya nga naman, kung sige lang sila, bahala na. Sige, masunod lang ko. Pag abot, humana ang session. So dapat ma-change na siya in order for the group to have this progress, kumbaga. So persons not only develop in groups but also through groups. So we form the group in order for us to help our clients na in easiest way. Anong easiest way man siya? Because pag isa-isa mo na sila, it'll be time consuming. Unlike if i-form mo sila as group, so only those clients na may the same problem, like battered wife, solo parents, naglisod silang financial, and anything, out of school youth, kay because they can relate with each other. So that's it. We help them as a group, but we are also using the group to help each other. So nga na siya. So kumbaga, we form them as a group para mas dali sila tabangan, and of course para much better man gud siyang naka-group kay kumbaga the experiences, the unity na naputay ma-develop nga unity, because it will help the community jud if sa isa ka group na unity. Then kumbaga, we use the group pod para to influence each other, to have this kumbaga unity para matabangan sila, magkinabanganay sila. So that's it. So that is according to Tracker. So philosophies of social group work, the people's need for group experiences, so that's tapos na. Then you have this social group work values. So number 1 is human rights. So values, we care for human rights. So that's why we fight for the welfare of our client. We fight for them. If na sila, for example, battered women, child abuse, victims of child abuse and any violence and abuses, we fight for them. So that's it. And of course, social justice, social responsibility, man self-realization. So social responsibility in one of our kumbaga the code of ethics, we believe that the government and the people has joint responsibility. So dili lang na siya responsibility sa government tanan, it is a joint responsibility. Kumbaga, we have this counterpart. If you want development, then 50-50. 50 kay government, 50 kay people. And of course, even sa group, it must be 50-50. 50 kay group worker, 50 sa members. Or 70-30, 30 kay group worker, 70 ang sa members. Because kumbaga, we need them to kumbaga to have this kumbaga importansya sa each member and work for their problem, para sa solution silang problem. So kumbaga we do not practice this spoon feeding sige go hungitanan, but of course they need to have this effort. So ultimate value commitment of social group worker, it is good and desirable for man to fulfill his potential, to realize himself and balance this with equal effort to help others to do the same. Value assumptions, respect for the inherent worth and dignity of man. So, the ang pinakasikat na code of ethics sa social work, inherent worth and dignity of men. So, we respect for the inherent worth and dignity of men. So, that's why bisag unsa pa na imong client, like socially disadvantaged women, or for example, prostitutes, or any problem in the society, or unsa man ang situation sa imong client, you should we respect them with inherent worth and dignity. So, believe in the social nature of man as unique creature depending on other men for fulfillment of his uniqueness. So, we believe on the social nature of man as a unique creature. So, again, we have this uniqueness. So, but sometimes it's depending on your environment, depending on other people around you. Why? We have this labeling or generalizing kind of personality. Pare-parihara mo tanan. So how can you say, how can you realize kung ingatuon ka? How can you realize na naday kay difference? Especially pagbata pa. Ingnan nga, pare-parihara mo tanan, mga yan na. So, how can a child realize nga naday siya difference? Kung we view them as in general. So that's it. That's why the fulfillment of our uniqueness is depending on the other men or other people around us. Underlying purpose of social group work: to release human power for individual fulfillment and social good, and to release social power for the creation of kind of society. The social institution and social policy will make self-realization. So this is the underlying purpose. So kung nagit ay main purpose, we have this underlying purpose. So, to release human power for individual fulfillment and social good. So, that's why we have this empowerment. We empower people sa bisag unsa man ilahang life situation, sa unsa man ilahang karing ginatawag na to problems, crisis situations. We empower them. Why? Because it will help the society. We empower our group members for the development of their for the changes on their life situation. So that's it. Release the power. Dili to magic. So, and to release social power for the creation of kind of society. So, creation of the kind of society. We have this, we are dreaming sa isa ka society where there is peace, where problem is easy, right? So, paano nato na siya ma-achieve kung kita gani wala tay actions? We want a peaceful society or a peaceful community. So, pero gipasagdan lang nimo nga naga-exist sa ato ang community ang terrorism or walay peace and order. So, paano na siya ma-achieve? So, we need empowerment. Release the power. We need empowerment. We need to take actions and empower the people para ang atong gina-view or atong gina-dream nga society is ma-achieve na to. Then, social institution and social policy will make self-realization. Purposes of group work: individual growth, group growth, community change. Focus is always individual to achieve the tripartite purposes. To the immediate purpose of or aim is the development of to immature person. So, individual growth. We form them as a group para mas dali sila tabangan. Then, napay mga advantages nga makuha ang member sa other group members. That's why we still have to evaluate them individually kung nabay changes sila ang situation. That's why group work is helping both the kumbaga the individual, the group, and the community. So group growth. We target this kumbaga changes and development in the group. So again, dili siya dapat stagnant sa isa lang ka situation, dapat na jud siya changes. The group must have these changes. And of course, for example, unity. When it comes to unity, na maingon na ba nato nga nanay unity, nanay cohesiveness, nanay strong bonds between members kung magsinagpaanay pa na sila or magsyagitanay kay gaaway. So group growth, kailangan makuha na to sila sa kumbaga change na to ilahang situation. So development. So that's it. Then community change. For example, what is what is the purpose of group work when it comes to community change? So have you ever heard before during the heat of sikat kani mga sukarap before or the CICL? So again, not discriminating, just an example. So katong news na mag-riot na sila. So that's actually a problem for the community when it comes to peace and order. Ikaw ba naman kada gabi ay magbatuhanay sa imong sa inyong dalan. Tapos of course nangatulog ng mga tao na may sinagitanay. So the peace and order, it's a disturbance to the community. It's another problem for the community. That's why if we form them as a group and change them, help them para mawala sa nga situation, we are also helping the community. So that's it. The focus is always on the individual. We are just using the group for kumbaga the group experiences. So the focus still the focus is the individual member. So that's it. Specific purposes of social group work. Social group work maintains and improves the personal and social functioning of group members within the range of purposes. So our main purpose is the social functioning. Module na siya ang pinakauna. Why? Mo ganing na social work kay ay social dysfunctioning. That's why our target sa any method nga ginagamit sa social work is the social functioning. Ano atong target nga ang naga-function pa ma-develop, ang wala na nag-function ma-rehabilitate, o ang naga-function pa ma-prevent from dysfunctioning. So that's it. Then, corrective purposes or purpose. Client require restoration to normal functioning. Something may be gone wrong or never develop within the persons or the social environment. Corrective purpose. So, this is both restorative and kumbaga preventive. If there is something in the kumbaga in the environment of our group, it must be change to prevent the kumbaga the problem to exist. And of course, if nanagay problem, we restore. So that's it. So there are clients or there are groups na kumbaga they have this dating problem like ex-convict. So ex-convict. So naman gunay dysfunctioning sila kay from because of discrimination. Like dili sila employ kay nakasala sila sa una, nakapatay sila og boss. Syempre madok pa da employer. So dili sila makabalik silang community kay maulaw sila, kay lagi nakapatay sila sa una or may issue sila sa una, so madok sila sa community mo balik. So kumbaga we change those so for example maulaw sila sa community, ato ang inform ang community nga about sa iya situation nga dili lang ingani, dili lang mang judge or kumbaga the environmental modification na siya or changes in the kumbaga ibali na to siya og lugar nga walay nakabalo nga ex-convict na siya, but dili pa na siya easy. So preventive purpose, coming on tag corrective purpose, this is what we call the karing restorative purpose. Preventive, there are perceived threats, danger leading to personal and or social breakdown or deterioration. So in our environment daghang threats or even sa ato ang sarili na ay mga threats sa ato for nga possible ang dysfunctioning. That's why we use social group work pod as kumbaga na pod siya preventive purpose. Like, have you ever heard kumbaga nakita na ba mo sa movie nga like for example the I Spit on Your Grave, the pinaka last na episode yata. So katong nana siya effect nga gamay lang malicious na kay siya, like tanawon lang siya sa isa ka lalaki, ginaisip niya nga pag nasaan na pod siya, ripon na pod siya, so iyang ginabuhat is ginaunahan niya, ginapatay daw niya. So nga na, so nasilay session, ana kumbaga gi-invite siya sa isa ka group nga may the same experiences, like rape victim sila tanan, then ga-share sila silang experiences kung paano nila na outcome, unsay ilang kalisod, unsay ilang na learn silang situation. So that's it. So kumbaga there are kumbaga silang situation ay threats, like ma-stress ba sila, ma-depress ba sila tapos mag-suicide. So si group ginahimo na to siya as preventive, ginagamit na to siya for prevention, like tungod kay wala siya mashiran sa iyang problema. We have this open forum, we do open forum para ma-express nila ilahang mga na ipon nga negative feelings. So that's it. Facilitating and enhancement of normal growth and development of individuals. So achieving a greater self-fulfillment and personal enhancement through meaningful and stimulating interpersonal relations. So talents, skills, potential for growth which cannot be achieved through individual experiences but through the group. Education and citizen participation. So the basic goal in the practice of social group work is the enhancement of social functioning. So basic. Tapos na. The goal of social group work. So to provide opportunities for individual to participate in a group activities to help solve, modify their personality, behavioral patterns, and meet individual needs and interests, and develop their capacities for social adjustment and positive relationship. So that is the goal of social group work, to provide opportunities for individual So what we need sometimes is a group where we can share our feelings, where we can express our opinions, a group where we belong, we can feel comfort. So right, we need different groups. So of course we need to give opportunity for those individuals na need yun nila og help through group experiences. Like for example, you are a battered wife. Ang mga lalaki, i-assume na lang po, or out of school youth na lang, para unisex. So for example, na kay kind of personality nga dili bet sa iban. Paano nimo mabalaan nga dili day ka good in, for example, dili ka good in dealing with, kumbaga kay mga dili mabuhat. So ang makaingon lang ana sa mo is other people, dili imong sarili. Di gani ka makaingon nga bawa kag ilok, ang other people lang makabaluan na. So that's why we need groups to tell us or ingnon ta or i-inform ta nga kumbaga unsang qualities nga nasa tuwa. We need other people. A group is 2 or more people, right? So we need other people to kumbaga to inform us about something. So participate in group activities. For example, you have talents, skills, pero tungod kay lack of something ba nga i-room for it, dili nimo siya ma-develop. Unlike if we have this group nga naay mag-help to grow it or to develop it, then it will grow and develop. And of course, modify behavior or personality. Again, paano na ito mabalaan nga bawa tag-ilok kung dili ingnon sa iban? The same with our personality and behavior. Hilumon man kay kaoy, so it must be change. Kumbaga, kinahanglan nimog interaction with others. So an example is myself, me. So maulawan man ko sa una, I'm not good in dealing with others or communicating with others. Go lang balag ako ra isa. But time na change na siya when I enrolled social work. Why? Dili man ta pwede nga maghilom-hilom. And of course, na-change na siya because of our J-Swap. J-Swap is a group pod. So, na-change na siya because I became a J-Swap officer, department officer. So, imagine, from hilumon ka, you're not really, kumbaga, you're not really good in dealing people, maging officer ka. So na-force ko to communicate. Kumbaga, I have this feeling na okay, officer ko, so I should communicate with the members of the GSWAP MMG. So I even have this kumbaga karing di ko ganahan mag-speak in front, but tungod sa kumbaga the group nga and of course the opportunity, ang nahitabo is nasanay ko na mag-speak sa tabangan till ma-change na siya nga situation. So from the old personality I have and behavior, na-change siya because of the group, because of social work department. So that's it. So kumbaga, wala man mi nag social group work, but kumbaga I am citing myself as an example sa effect sa group. Kumbaga ang tabang sa group. So that's it. Meet their individual needs and interest. So each members na sila needs ug interest. So for example, a group of solo parents nga they cannot sustain the needs of their child or children kay wala na sila katuwang, wala na sila katabang sa ilahang pagpadako silang anak, kay either gibiyaan sila bana, namatay lang bana, or any causes. So they have this interest, they have needs nga need pod ma-provide. So paano na nila ma-provide kung kumbaga natawag na to og wala sila room for it or wala opportunity for it. And of course ilahang experience is dili gyud nila dili sa kabalo kung silang buhaton. So that's it. If na ay group, they can share with each other, they can learn with each other, so they can help each other, and of course change each other's situation. And of course individual member can learn, and of course it will give them opportunity to use the experience na na-learn nila, the skills na na-learn nila from the group, so they can develop their capacities, they can meet their needs and develop themselves. So objectives: individualization, development of sense of belonging, develop the capacity to participate, increase the capacity for decision making, increase the respect for differences among people, development of warm accepting climate. So individualization, so we should emphasize nga tanan sila may differences. We should kumbaga emphasize na each members na agyoy differences in any aspects. Pari-pariha man sila og situation sa kinabuhi, pero iba-iba sila og reasons nga na nag-atubang sila sa nga problem. Iba-iba man sila og same man sila og genders, but they have kumbaga differences gyapon. So some of them has the same behavior, pero others kay dili. Naman sila mga values, naman sila mga personality nga the same, but the other personalities and behavior and values is dili po na siya the same. Individualization. That's why even we are using group work, we should also ensure na ang individual member is kumbaga development of a sense of belonging or karing cohesiveness. When we say cohesiveness, it is the strong bond between each members. Why? How can we say that the group the group has kumbaga karing ginatawag natog unity kung wala sila sense of belongingness? Bahala na siya oy. So diba, once ganing ay bahala na nga word sa each member, sa baba sa each member, don't expect na unity. So that's it. So sense of belongingness, we should kumbaga isa po ni sa main target. Nga naman, we cannot achieve or the group cannot achieve the goal and the objectives kung ang group mismo wala unity, wala sense of belongingness. Kumbaga ang kaning ginatawag natog effort is dili na siya magpareha. Then increase the capacity for decision making. So dili tong, since it is a group na magyu-iban sa to nga dependent, Si kuan lang, kay ikaw may president, ikaw may hawod-hawod. Sige, ikaw na decision. Unsa man imong plano? Sunod rami. So no, we should not tolerate it.